Shamai, hello. Let's get back to it.
Ridiculous.
Even now, His Majesty's face watches on. Once the exhibition of the brave is over with, it's on to Montario next. I never thought I'd see the royal palace entirely borne aloft, let alone on skybound pilgrimage to Uchronia's 3 great cities. Royal magic, and what a tremendous magic it is indeed.
Ridiculous.
I guess I suppose it's the royal palace. You've been up there, right? Ew! Ew, what the fuck? Oh, you're disgusting. I hate you. I hate you so... You could be the kindest man in the world. I hate you. Jesus Christ. You're hideous. I don't like your big anime eyes.
Leave it to me.
I promise I'll help anyone who's in trouble. I am so thankful you don't have a portrait. Out of money, don't want to die? Simply ask Jin to guide you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually, I'm having some issues with my work. Of course. Don't worry, I am well versed in Brylehaven's economic affairs. He's definitely shady.
Ridiculous.
Jesus. What else we got?
Gone family all over in this.
Let's have another on that. A MAGA collector.
Oh.
What else we got?
Yeah?
What is this? Would you kill and eat an intelligent beast? Can you envision the world in 100 years if we do? He's got a book with a similar title and I heard it's flying off the shelves, especially among the Ishkia. It was pretty pretentious writing though, so I didn't get it. But he'll try and confuse it with logic. If you see him making a speech, be careful. Is he the most powerful speecher? It's the final boss of linguistics.
Wonderful. All right then.
There's just more places over there? Who the fuck are those guys? How do I go there? Wait, what? Night Prowler?
Hey,
What's that place over there? What do you think it's for? I don't know, apparently it's called the Night Prowler though.
Hello.
And that's another interview done and dusted. The next candidate I'm meeting with is... Wait, I've got to interview Master Godot first. I was told to prioritise candidates from the Sanctus Church after all. What are you standing there for? Can you see I'm working? Clear off and come back later.
Oh. All right then.
That's a lot of inns here. I guess most of them are full, huh?
Ridiculous.
stop that at once.
What do I do?
Yo, is that Master Oogway? Not Master Oogway. What the fuck's he called? You know the little rat guy in Kung Fu Panda? Whoa, you're in the tournament too, huh? Strange to see an elder involved. Shifu? Shifu, I'm gonna say. Oh ho, but speaking of strange, I heard there's a pagan candidate in the competition now too. He's got no chance of winning, of course. The church won't stand for it. Sanctists and pagans are all chalk and cheese. They never get along. I don't like the idea of biting into cheese and it being chalk. Is that what it means? Because they kind of look similar? Roger, have we met?
A tool of the state
Well
arrives.
met, young elder. I saw you earlier in Martira. Impressive what you did in that town. Oh yeah, I suppose you gave a speech, didn't you? Didn't we have a... No, we didn't have an argument. Not an argument, a debate. That was with, the dog man. Whatever his name was. Loveless? Loveless. Well met, young elder. I saw you earlier in Martira. Impressive what you did for that town. It's a hunch of mine, but was it a noble behind all the abductions? That's exactly the type of thing those rich bastards would do for fun. What makes you think that? Well, I mean, all nobles think about is exploiting the common people. He's not fucking wrong, is he? Didn't you hear my speech? We need freedom, not taxes and laws. But we also need both of those, within reason. The taxes, I mean, obviously we need laws, but taxes within reason. In essence, those who earn the most on their own merits are the winners. You and I might be battling it out to decide that soon. I'm gonna fucking body you, mate.
Rather like this.
What a sodden rip-off that boat from the royal capital was. Saved all my money to strike it rich by betting big, and now it's all gone, damn it. It's getting lively out there. We'll have customers queuing up in no time.
All right then.
This inn doesn't have, this place, I mean, guess it looks like an inn, but I don't think it feels way too dodgy. Since we've got so many options, could we not look for somewhere a little bit nicer? So this is where we're going to be staying, right, at this shifty little fucking place. That's fair. That's exciting. And this is the Greatest Catch Tavern. This tavern looks lively. Let's wait until we decided on a place to stay before going in. Yes, ma'am. Hello, Moore. I wonder if someone, like, accidentally sits on you, what would happen to you?
Hey, you.
You lot aren't from around these parts. What's all this, then? We're looking for a place to stay. Guess, you say. Well, there's been a murderer... Okay, there's been a murder... Okay, you're the first person to mention that. There's been a murderer prowling around lately. You're the only scum I can imagine doing something as horrible as that are the Parapus and Elder. Well, fuck you, I just got here. Let's hope that a guest is all you are. How about you go fuck yourself? Okay, for someone who's completely fucking useless, your spear and your tail are cool as fuck.
Hey.
Look who's here. You're that elder fella from Martira, ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you, if so, because I just got tossed out of my ear by the innkeeper, so I guess they wouldn't let you stay there. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself the Come On, Come All In. Some joker. Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. Okay, I was kind of chatting shit on Loveless. He seems pretty reasonable as a person. I don't really, you know, his not regulations, his platform that he's preaching on, it seems like a recipe for disaster, but as a person, he seems pretty nice. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Corral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Fortin stay. A Parapus or an Elder stay in there? Fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Corral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumour says that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Yes.
You think so? Guess we better avoid that one then. Not we could afford to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking Ugief? How have I forgotten what the fuck they're called? I'm going to call it Ugief. Ugief. Dodgy-looking Ugief standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me staying right off there, so I'll pass. Aside, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I doubt we get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. Yeah, you don't get much sleep in taverns. It's diametrically opposed. Hi, Lena. You're adorable. Look at your little... Wait, why do you only have hair just right at the front and you're bald everywhere else? What's that about? Oh, it's the same colour as the back of your ears, though. I saw you in Martira, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? We plan to stay at this inn. Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everyone's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time, too.
I see.
If so, that's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours. The one you had parked in the middle of Martira. Hey, come on, what sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it. It's a secret.
What?
Or stingy. I was going to tell my dad all about it. Who's your dad? Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Alright, oh, okay.
Oh, this blooming heat. Oh.
The inn turns away all who are not of the nobility. It's infuriating. Please don't take this the wrong way, but do I no longer look the part? Is that Forden? No, who the fuck are you? Oh, you're that long-faced motherfucker. What are you? What are you? Are you a rogue? You... Oh, you're the guy... You look like you're a member of a cult, mate.
I'm not.
Our business is done.
You're a professor, considering a strong candidate in the tournament. How are you feeling?
Yes.
I'm finding it hard to believe this headhunt was proposed and accepted for the exhibition of the brave. It's positively boorish. By which you mean... It has only revealed that these would-be monarchs are little more than bloodthirsty brutes, killers of intelligent life, has it not?
How absurd!
Shallow-minded oafs, eradicating resources with no consideration for the future. If they cared for this country, they'd offer their own heads. What brilliant logic. I'd expect nothing less from our era's finest thinker. This guy's a fucking dweeb.
Yeah?
Now this is the country's finest thinker. That big flat head so full of thoughts. Envy
That's
Snowball.
terribly unfair.
You must be pleased knowing that your precious Lord Milo is staying in the room next to ours. Milo, what about him? Wait, you're not jealous, are you? Of course not, don't be absurd. It's just that, well, how do I know you won't?
That's enough
Seriously, aren't you a little old to be jealous? You're just embarrassing yourself, darling. Plus, there's like another person next to Rep. Oh, he's an Ishkia. His wings seem higher up than the other ones. And you must be Lord Milo then.
What is it you require?
You there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? You look strange, my guy. Look strange. You've been mewing, huh? No. No need to be shy, dear boy. Find yourself drawn to beauty is only natural, after all. You look horrifying.
Yeah.
You look, if I saw you in real life, I'd scream and run. Beauty is all, is my creed. Well, when are you going to start, son? And more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? Whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like the Golden Coral Pavilion. You're like Lorenz without the charm. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room as such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay in an inn full of people like him anyway. Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, so we've only got one choice left. I really don't want to, but we should check out this spider's den we heard about from Loveless earlier.
Yeah?
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Let's go. This is the creepy little fucker. On the hunt for lodging, are we? I have a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals? Persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards. Hee.
Kind of freaky.
This place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Am I going to walk in there? There's going to be like a big cage.
Well, should have
Well, this
figured
is
they'd
rank.
be out of the upper rooms with all the travellers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Of course you're happy, Hulkenberg. You see all this food crawling around the room.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
But for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
I mean, it's too late now, isn't it? We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, The bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Bro, I would rather just leave or go in like empty-handed if like I ain't taking you, bro.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Yeah, that's right. Boulder Dash, what she said.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Do we really have
Too
to sleep
early
here?
yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
I can't believe this inn really is as bad as we thought it'd be. A riot?
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous
my
will be
God.
stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
We'll take the Uggos and put them in the mines to mine our foundation.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
The fucking guy is such a prick.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Yeah, bro, it ain't him, dog.
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head.
That doesn't sound very unified.
Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride!
You're not a Rousant.
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Don't disagree.
Preach it, Katharina! You just what this land needs!
But seriously,
Will the
that...
first target be the one on the throne?
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. Technically, she'd be... He's got a point, actually. But I didn't think of that.
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
You got it backwards.
I confess, I know not how to feel.
Oh, what do you mean?
'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
I guess that's a pretty good point, actually.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Well, at least they open up a dialogue. I think Hulkenberg's right.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
You're just gonna give it to Luis.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Yeah, you tell him, boisterous man.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
That's what you fucking get.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Oh, you wait. You wait.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
That's a point. I bought fishing bait. I've yet to find where to fish. Wait, I'm deadass doing this? Oh, it's disgusting. Oh god, Hulkenberg must be so fucking excited. I caught some weird, creepy creature. This is your territory, lass.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I don't want my fish to crunch. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, her little chewing animation is adorable. Look at that, that's really cute. I don't like that the food's still moving.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Oh, it's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
Nom 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 nom.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
By all means, feel free to interrupt our meal. And I do
Sounds
remember
like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
I had to do something.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you. All right?
All right.
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Oh, I was kind of hoping someone would have an answer for me there.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought a head. Wonder what he's playing at.
whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to, spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Barton should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our Gauntlet Runner. Nearest ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner.
Eesh.
The other candidates' speeches seemed practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who could truly rival Luis or Forden?
My apologies.
I have a favour to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Sure. You make it like a burrow? For defence, you see, just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'll be protected against apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets. Brylehaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed. 'Twas so delicious, I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a port city specialty. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing? No, no one does. You're insane. You're disgusting.
Look at that.
If I'm done for the day, shall I retire for the night? Let's rest.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
Motherfucker, you did this to us again?
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Wait. Is this a repeat of last time? Did you see the big baby head outside the window and get scared again?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
I'm just gonna immediately tell Heismay to shut the fuck up before he volunteers his own head again.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
Oh?
What?
Oh, Barton's in there. Jesus, you're huge.
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
Oh, you're so tiny.
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a Sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
You know what, Nurse? Fair enough.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Especially, like, I know it's not like she's giving things up, because she's absolutely in the wrong. She deserves to be fucking punished, but, like, she's giving up willingly, and, like, you know, I don't want to say it's like she's doing it for nothing, even though she should be punished regardless.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne.
A couple things. That disgusting mutant, I hate him. Look at him. Second, look at the other UGF's tiny little trousers, they're so cute.
At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
Yeah, we're like in 700th place. No fucking chance.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table. Starting with his and her highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, those are all the fucking Forden's homies, though. This is bullshit. We don't need judges to this shit.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church. Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
I hope you join our party.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them.
It's okay, honey. You sit down. You did your best.
Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Sorry, your sisters? How? Was that would make one of you a half-breed, right? Or maybe both of you half-breeds.
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin!
I'm really excited to see what the other people have brought.
First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
That's it, you brought a big fucking fish. Fucking next. Oh shit.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
Okay, I kind of take it back. That's fair enough. I can't argue with that.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
Oh, it's absolutely easy to top, but you know, that one can stay at least. Easy. Anyone else is going to smash this.
I can. And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
I don't think that's a human, is it? That looks like a turtle.
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to it that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
They weren't very impressed, Gladel.
Now, on to the next.
Oh, that looks like a big one. More fish. A giant squid, probably from the church. That's still a bit shit, mate.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Yeah, what has he brought? I want to see everyone's stuff.
Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Oh, I didn't see Katarina's. That's a shame.
Where's their head?
What do you mean, where's their head? Oh, right, the actual head we're bringing.
Your pardon.
madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The Eugene of all things.
Eugene. He said Eugene, it's Eugene. Gotta keep that in my head, a Eugene.
This. After we saved your hide on the road. Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martyra's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martyra.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
And it will be served at the banquet to the poor.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Fallen do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
I'm not gonna execute her on the spot, are you? At least take her to jail. Oh no.
What? Right here and now?
Not right here and now. Take her, I don't know, take her somewhere nice. Oh, somewhere nice, just down know. Oh no, just not here.
Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will.
You got it.
I promise.
Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. That's, oh man. That's kind of a tough pill to swallow.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Yeah, fuck, that really bummed me out, I'm not gonna lie.
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
Oh, wow. Oh, After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
That makes sense. That's fair.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Oh, you're one of Luis's guys, right?
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
We only righted a wrong.
No. We only righted a wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
Is her leg clipping through her hair?
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Definitely.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Okie dokie.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Is that a threat? Alright, bye.
Master Luis was just here. What happened?
The dude fucking tugged on his fucking collar afterwards. Jesus, he's like, oh fuck. Yee. Yeah, that's...
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
Yeah, you didn't know? You didn't know, fuckboy? Huh? Huh? He came to visit me. Did he not come to visit you?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Yeah, bye.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Because we're not cringe.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It might be, in fact, I think it's a trap.
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying this very specific situation is definitely a trap.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
Was that good?
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Yeah, be on his Skyrunner then.
Wouldn't that be inside his Gauntlet Runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
But who knows how long that'll take.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
What the fuck does that mean, Forden? You've had dealings with the Elder before? What the fuck have you done?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours?
Oh, you are not going to go out destroying religious statues from other religions, are you? Because that's some fucked up shit.
Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty.
Bro, that is mighty fucked up.
The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
So you're a piece of shit and you're a fucking liar.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
That's a very specific thing to bring up. Almost like that. That's the type of thing you'd so specific that you'd bring up. It's because you've already found it, you know?
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
Oh yeah, that's what we could see from the pier, right?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
Might have done.
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Oh, you want us to like steal like some blueprints or something?
Right then. Let's be off to this night prowler.
Right, oh. Yeah, it wasn't far, was it, as I recall? Oh, and it's raining. No, thundering. The night prowler, huh?
Let's hurry.
That place should be on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there.
Well met.
Oh, lots of new people to talk to. Hello, gossipy walker. I saw your performance at the exhibition. Blimey, you're something else. The tavern folk just couldn't stop blethering on about you bringing a sanctoress as your mark. I'm framing a Ugeef. Yeah, there we are. Got it out of my head. Framing a Ugeef for the crime sure is nasty. Not so unusual, though, probably. Hey, have you heard the songstress Juna sing before? People love to talk about her looks, but they're missing the real appeal. Just listen to her, you'll understand. She sings, and it's like it's charging into battle. Can't imagine what kind of life led her to sing the way she does. Nothing you or I can imagine, no sir. Gwahaha, when it comes to rainstorms, no city can compete with Brylehaven. I'm drenched to my core, that's Brylehaven pride, it is, gwahaha. Let's see.
Alright then.
Yeah, I guess this is the place to do it. Well, you off. I'll take you where you need to go. No need for coin, we work for the city. Take me to the Night Prowler, please. Night Prowler. Ah, sure, the ones them brothers were talking about then. I've heard all about it, so go on, hop right in behind me. Cool loading screen. I don't think I commented on that earlier. This is interesting. Is that a club? Oh my god, it's a bar! I didn't expect this.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in, make some points for my own life.
I didn't expect... One, I didn't know you could talk. I just thought you were some kind of mute. And he's your big brother. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Or I didn't see the fact that you're brothers at all, to be honest.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
You know what? Fuck it. I'd treat all tribes equally. Let's just fucking say it.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
And yeah, you know, as Parapus, you guys should roll with that, right?
Alright, a bit much, ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality.
I'm too dumb to know what that word means.
You're not doing yourself any favours here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I don't like Forden or his church.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
Honestly, I did not think they would just do that right there.
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brasty, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than Agdal ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
You got a weird-ass face, son.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope lies with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
The Caradrius, okay.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates.
I really like your hair, actually.
We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
Oh no, how does that end? And where did you park the Cadadrius?
Finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
Like, that thing's fucking massive. We should see it, right?
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside. Heisme.
That should be you. You're a stealthy guy. Oh, Gallagher. Even better.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
That's a better plan than I came up with. Yeah, Gallagher, you should be the one to do it.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
I hope they don't take off while we're on there. That'll be a problem.
Where?
It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast.
So?
Luis's Gauntlet Runner, the Caradrius, is stationed in Warship Harbour. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Now this seems like the perfect time to pause this for now, as this video's got hit an hour. So, for now I will catch you next time. Bye bye.